Hello, I'm Jim Hazel the third. The full name is James R.C. Hazel III. I'm named after my grandfather, but we're here to talk today about my father, James R.C. Hazel Jr. He received posthumously the 2018 Distinguished Citizen Award for the Harper Creek. My father attended Harper Creek when the junior high was first built. He was the first class that came into the district, and he was the president of his first class. He was the ones that picked the beaver and the colors, the blue and the white. One of his favorite stories was it was almost pink and gray because back in the 50s that was a hot color, and almost had to do something with the cows because of the farm fields. But they came to their senses, and because of the Harper Creek and the mill nearby, Harper's Mill, they decided to go with industrious beavers, and the blue and white won out, which I'm very pleased because I'm a graduate of Harper Creek myself. So he was through there. He was also involved in many events in Harper Creek itself. He was always in every basically organization. If you looked at the street signs that you see at the beginning of cities where it says Optimist Club, Rotary, all the organizations he has, my dad was a member of those. One of the things was Masonic Temple he was also involved in, and hopefully there'll be a link attached to this that will take you to one of his interviews so you can hear from his own mouth his life story. I'm going to try to hit some of the highlights for you on that. When he was in Boy Scouts in a troop 32 here in the Harper Creek district, he learned a thing called do a good deed daily. He took that pretty seriously and did that every day as best he could the rest of his life. And one of those things was to give back to his community. We lost my sister in her 20s, and he took that tragedy that greatly affected him and started a Harper Creek a foundation that would give scholarships out for Harper Creek grads, and it was based on good citizenship, and it's still given out today, and hopefully that'll be in forever, and we hope to grow that. One of the things my dad did to make sure he did a good deed daily, if he thought back through the day and he hadn't thought he had done a good deed, he would pick up food or he'd always carry a jacket in his car, and he'd go down and the homeless that lived under the bridge on 66, and he'd drop something off for them. But that wasn't the only thing he did. He was a big connector of the community because he was in so many different organizations. He was able to, when somebody had a need and somebody else had a ability, he was able to connect them together. My grandfather started a service station in 1951 just down the street from the high school at the corner of Golden and Beetle Lake Road. So the whole community rolled through that business. And then in '64, there was a highway that was being built called I-94 across there, and they built a gas station there, and my dad ran that. And I remember I worked there also, and I remember seeing every politician stop in and talk to my father, and then the local community leaders, and then the community. And he was able to tie all the community together that way. The essential thing that my father wanted to pass on was, remember how you got there. So one of his favorite sayings was, remember when you go to the well, remember the well digger. And what he meant by that was, you didn't get there by yourself. Other people did it for you, made it possible for you to get where you are today. And he wanted you to be that person. Make sure that you leave a legacy so other people can go up a little farther and do a little better than you did. And I'd like to thank the Harper Creek community for honoring my father, and I tell you, he would have been grateful, and this would have been a very great day for him, and we all miss him and wish he was here to accept it himself. Thank you very much.